Hi YouTubers, it's me, potion320, and today I wanted to talk about being half Korean and half white, because, you know, if you haven't figured it out, that's what I am. I've noticed that a lot of times when there's other half Korean and half white, and I'm sure this goes for every other half and half nationality, but I'm just speaking right now about being half Korean and half white. So I've spoken to other half Korean, half white people, and we all kind of feel the same, and this does not speak for all of them, but just for mainly all the ones that I've ever run into about, and it's about the subject of like not being able to fit in. I noticed when, you know, if I hang out with my white side, they kind of look at you funny when you make white jokes, because, you know, you feel like you're, you know, white enough to say white jokes, and same thing goes for the Korean side. You know, and they just kind of look at you like as if, like, you know, why are you making a joke about us? But I am part you. So, I mean, I don't know. I always felt like I couldn't fit in to one way or the other. So I kind of became like a little bit of an introvert, so to speak. And people always seem to think like I'm a weird kid or something like that. And it's because, you know, I never fit into anywhere in my whole life, you know, and so trying to be sociable is a little bit of a challenge for me because of that, and a lot of people don't understand that about me. They kind of have a misconception of, you know, of my personality, but it's, you know, I'm a pretty open person, I'm a nice person, I'm a good person, but I get kind of, you know, I kind of go into myself when I'm around other people, you know, because it's just because that's how it is. I'm not saying all half Korean, half whites are introverts at all, by any means, but that's just, you know, what happened to me, so I'm just giving you my experience. But I like being half Korean, half white, now that I've gotten older, and I won't tell you how old, but, you know, Korean people kind of, and I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of the older Korean people, not everyone, just some, so don't get mad at me and post messages saying, oh, you shouldn't say this about, you know, I'm just saying that in my experience, the older Koreans that I've ever, you know, run into, lots of them kind of refer to us as deluded in a sense. They call us Tiggies. I'm not sure, I still don't understand exactly what that means, but my mother told me that it was something bad. It kind of means deluded, she said. So, you know, so a lot of them refer to us as Tiggies, and which is, I guess, a nicer word for a Tiggy is a hapa, but that's a Hawaiian term, so I don't think it applies to us. But anyways, I don't think being half makes me, I mean, I guess I am deluded, but I kind of like it, because you get, I mean, not just, and I'm not being shallow here by, you know, trying to talk about the way people look, but, you know, I don't know, I kind of think I'm more exotic, you know, than just a 100% Korean, and more exotic than you know, your average blonde hair, blue-eyed, you know, all-American girl. I kind of like being different, you know. I've kind of found myself, and you know, and I kind of like sticking out a little bit. It's fun, you know. People look at you and they try to figure out who you are or what you are, and you know, and I don't know, it's interesting. I like being interesting. Being an artist, you know, it's all about being different and setting yourself apart from everybody else. And why can't this be, you know, why does this have to be any different? So, so my appearance is almost like artistry in a sense of being unique. So I kind of like it. And, you know, sorry to all you, you know, 100%ers that feel that we're deluded. You know, it just gives us more power to feel, you know, even more unique and more, you know, not so average. So thank you to all your comments about, you know, being a half is not as good as a whole. It just makes me feel more and more special every day, and special in not a bad way, special in a good way. So, you know, keep up your good work. But and I have nothing against the 100%ers at all. You know, I have a great love for both sides of my nationality. I refer to myself pretty much as an orange neck, and for those who don't know what an orange neck is, I'm going to try to get this term flung around the you know, half Asian, half white community. So, and this has to be half white because, well, you know, you got your rednecks, you know, it's, and yeah, I can say that because I'm half white. Got your rednecks, and of course, you know, yellow people are referred to, Asian people are referred to as yellow skinned people. So what happens when you mix red with yellow? What color do you get? Orange. So that's what makes me an orange neck. What makes you an orange neck too. So, yeah, I should copyright that. But anyways, just, you know, wanted to you know, say something about being half Korean, half white, since it's a big part of my life, obviously. So, see you guys. Bye.